Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today what I have for you guys is how to install Windows 10 with VirtualBox 6.0. So we're going to start off by I'm just going to type in Windows 10 and it will automatically connect for me, which is great. I'm going to leave it at 64-bit. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that, and if you have any other software you can do exactly the same thing. So I'm just going to hit continue. I'm going to leave it at the recommended size and you're going to click any one of those, but since I currently have a virtual hard disk, I'm just going to leave it there. So here is where you have the virtual disk image, which that's what I have right now. You could get it, I'll leave a link down in the description. And this is where if you want it dynamically allocated or fixed. I'm going to leave it at fixed because my Mac doesn't have enough space for that right now. So I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm just going to leave it at Windows 10. I'm actually not going to leave it at 50 gigabytes because I do need space. But it won't install unless you have more than 9 gigabytes, I believe. So I'm just going to leave it at 12.27. So I'm just gonna let that run for a couple minutes, well, seconds. Let that run. And there. So if everything goes well, you should have this. So what you guys would want to do is you guys are gonna go to settings, go to storage, and you're gonna click on the disk icon where it says empty. Then you're gonna go to the disk and you're gonna look for wherever you have your virtual disk image. You're going to press OK after everything's done. And if everything goes all well, you just hit the start button and it should prompt you into getting your Windows 10 installed. So here's where you want to choose between 32-bit or 64-bit. Since I did indeed choose 64-bit, I'm just going to leave it at that, but you guys could change it to however you want. So now we're at prompt here, and you're just going to select your language, where you live, and stuff like that. And I'm just going to leave everything normally, and then you just click the install button. So I'm just going to let this run, and it should take about 30 minutes to complete. But yeah, I'll let this run. Here's where you would like to enter a product key if you have one, but since I don't have one, I'm just going to press I don't need one. And here's what you would select. I'm just going to go stick with home, Windows 10 home. And you're just going to agree to the terms. And you click next. Simple stuff. And you don't want to click on upgrade install because it will just bring a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need. She's going to continue with the custom, and I'll just leave it to do its thing, and I'll be back once it's done. So now that everything's done, we're just going to go and select our region, which I'm going to leave everything that says here. I'm going to leave it like that, but if you live in a different region, you just change it. So this is where I'm going to do my keyboard layout. I'm going to leave my keyboard layout just like that. It does give you an option to do a second keyboard, but I don't need that option, so I'm just going to press skip. And it's going to load for a couple of minutes once again. So now this is where you would put in your email, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You could continue working with your account offline, but I'm just going to enter my Gmail, and since I already have an account. So after you typed in your email and you typed in your password for that email, it's going to prompt you. It's going to give you a couple seconds to wait, and it's going to prompt you to create a PIN. Now if you don't want a PIN, you could just skip it, but since it is a quite simple step to do, I just created a PIN like I'm doing right now. I just put in any 4-digit that I would remember. So now that you completed all that, it's going to give you a couple of minutes. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions. What do you want? What do you don't want? I just left a couple things on and off. I just turned what didn't really matter the most to me. and it's just gonna go with the setup, and after that's done I'll be right back. And there you have it. After this is gonna tell you, here you should have your new Windows 10 installed on your Mac using VirtualBox 6.0. As you can see, it's a fully functional Windows 10, very simple to use. Now you could do whatever you wanted that you couldn't do on your Mac. And I'm just gonna show you that it's not currently active. You could activate it if you want to, but since I don't need to, I won't activate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was it, and bye.